A call to immediate action. My beloved chosen one, I perceive your very presence right now. I know precisely where you are situated. I see what occupies your attention and the thoughts that race within your mind. Crucially, I am aware of the profound burden weighing upon your spirit. I know you rationalize that you will attend to me later, when you have more leisure, when circumstances improve, when the surrounding clamor has finally subsided. Yet, I am declaring this very instant is the appointed time. This breath, this pulse, this singular space where you reside now, this is precisely where I demand your focus. You fail to grasp how quickly moments elapse and how many have already vanished while you have been distracted by temporary concerns. You imagine you are waiting for me, but in truth, I have been patiently waiting for you. I have been summoning you, sometimes through gentle whispers, and at other times in ways impossible to disregard. Nevertheless, you have allowed other voices to capture your attention.
You profess your love for me, and I know genuine affection resides in your heart. But love is far more than a mere sentiment. It is a complete surrender, a willing yielding. It is a deliberate abandonment of your own path, so that my will can be fully manifested through your life. You have earnestly prayed to understand your purpose, and I have provided the answer repeatedly. Still, you have convinced yourself that my response could not possibly be the true intention. You have been searching for signs in the heavens when the guidance was already inscribed upon your souls. I have sustained your life for a profound reason. Do you truly comprehend the gravity of those words? There were periods in your existence you should never have overcome. There were nights you were not meant to see the dawn. There were decisions that should have led to your ruin. There were unforeseen hazards from which I actively shielded you. You did not survive by mere luck, my child. You endured because I intervened. You survived because I decreed over your life, stating, "Not yet. This one remains assigned to the work of my kingdom." Yet, the days continue to pass, and you persist in living as though your life is entirely your own to spend however you please. You mistakenly believe your survival was granted for your personal ease, for the acquisition of possessions, or to construct a life that merely satisfies you. But no, my dearest, your continued existence serves my ultimate purpose. It was so you could share my message with those I bring across your path. It was so you could carry my light into the deep shadows where many dwell. It was so you could serve as a living testament to my mercy, a witness that I still heal, still restore, and still transform the shattered into something beautiful. However, if you refuse to realize that inherent purpose, if you choose not to walk in the reason for which I preserved you, then profound and deep regret will be your consequence. For one day you will clearly see what magnificent possibilities could have unfolded if only you had been completely obedient. Do you not recognize the extreme urgency of this moment? Every single day, countless souls slip away without ever knowing the essential truth. Every day, hearts are crushed beneath burdens that I specifically designed you to help alleviate. Every day presents opportunities that will never recur, where one word from you, one genuine act of compassion, one obedient action, could forever alter the course of someone's destiny. And yet, you delay, acting as though you have limitless time. But you do not. The breath you are currently drawing is a gift, not a certainty. The next moment is guaranteed to no one. I have told you this before, yet you have postponed. You have excused yourself, claiming you are unprepared, unqualified, not strong enough, or not flawless. But my child, do you truly think I select based on human credentials? I have never called the faultless. I have never waited for an individual to perfectly mend themselves before putting them to service. I choose the cooperative. I choose those who respond with a yes, even while trembling with fear. I choose the ones who elect to trust my power instead of their own limited capacity. You express that you are insufficient, but you need not be sufficient in yourself. I am entirely sufficient, and I reside within you. You fear you will disappoint me, but how can you possibly fail when you are faithfully adhering to my direction? Success in my domain is not quantified by high figures, accolades, or public acclaim. It is solely measured by obedience. And every time you stall, every instant you hesitate when I command you to move, You are withholding the essential gift I place within you from those who desperately require it. I have placed my words in your speech. I have provided you with formative experiences, pain, victories, and lessons, not for you to conceal, but for you to articulate. Do you recall the nights you cried out to me, pledging that if only I would deliver you, you would consecrate your entire life to me? I accepted your promise. I rescued you. I elevated you. I brought you out of deep shadow into brilliant light. And now, I am reminding you of the sacred commitment you made in those moments of desperation. You are my chosen one. That is not a designation I grant lightly. It means I have consecrated you for a unique purpose. It signifies that I have placed a calling upon you that is not optional. If you wish to experience the complete fulfillment I have prepared for you, it means I have entrusted you with a vital part of my grand design that only you can execute in the specific manner I intended. And if you elect not to pursue it, yes, I am capable of commissioning another, but you will forfeit the profound joy, the ultimate reward, and the eternal significance of what could have become yours. Beloved, you must cease treating my clear instructions as mere suggestions. You must stop assuming that another opportunity will perpetually present itself. A time approaches when the chance will vanish, not because I am cruel, but because the precise timing is crucial. When I prompt you to speak to someone, it is because their heart is receptive in that exact instant. When I urge you to act, it is because the chance is ripe in that very moment. Delaying often causes the potential to harden once more, preventing the seed from taking root. Do not presume I am angry with you without reason. My heart burns for you with overwhelming love. I speak with such intensity because the allotted time is running short. I have exercised immense patience, but now the season has dramatically changed. The harvest is abundant and ready, but the workers are scarce, and you are one whom I have selected to toil in my fields. Will you continue to turn away from the assigned labor? Will you keep permitting the anxieties of this world to suffocate the potential I planted within your being? I know your deepest fears. I am aware of your wounds. I know the voices that have whispered you are inadequate. I know the haunting memories and the errors for which you have struggled to forgive yourself. But I do not view you through the perspective of your failures. I see you through the sacrifice of my Son, whose cleansing act has already purified you. You are not defined by your history. You are defined by my divine calling. You affirm your love for me. Therefore, nourish my people. Tend to those I bring into your life. Do not wait until you feel ready. Obedience transcends mere sentiment. It is founded upon trust, upon the deep assurance that my wisdom surpasses your own and that my intentions for your life are wholly good. This remains true even when my path requires effort, and even when it evokes apprehension. Can you not see how vital your distinctive voice is? There are individuals whose lives are poised for transformation simply because of the gifts you hold. Within you reside powerful songs, profound insights, essential conversations, fervent prayers, and meaningful acts of service, all waiting to be unleashed. And your adversary is acutely aware of this, which is why he constantly seeks to distract you, to inundate your days with unproductive noise, to keep you weary, and to convince you that postponement until tomorrow is acceptable. But I am instructing you, act now. You have petitioned me for guidance, and I have already provided it. Revisit the very last instruction I gave you and execute it. Cease requesting new direction when you have neglected to heed the previous command. There is immense power latent in the simple act of obedience you've been evading. A breakthrough awaits you on the opposite side of that action. Indeed, true joy is discovered when your personal desires align completely with my will. You are not embarking on this journey alone. I will accompany you. My spirit will empower your words when you speak. My presence will precede you to smooth the path. My angels will offer protection. You will witness profound changes, not because of your inherent greatness, but because of your willingness to go precisely where I direct you. And yes, opposition will arise. There will be those who misinterpret you, who reject your message, and who respond with ridicule. But do not allow their reaction to halt your progress. The world did not embrace my Son, yet he accomplished his mission fully. Emulate it, not the fleeting approval of humanity. I am not demanding perfection. I am requesting faithfulness. I am not asking you to comprehend every single detail. I am asking you to entrust the details entirely to me. I am not asking you to be devoid of fear. I am asking you to proceed even while feeling afraid, because that is the genuine proof of your faith. Beloved, pay careful attention to my words. If you continue to dismiss what I have instructed, a time will inevitably come when you will reflect and perceive all the lives that could have been positively affected, all the possibilities that could have unfolded, and all the blessings you could have experienced. You will yearn to return to this present moment, but you cannot rewind time. That is the essential reason I am speaking with such firmness now. You still hold this moment in your grasp. Do not claim you are too young or too old. Do not profess you are too flawed or too undeserving. I selected you with a full knowledge of your entirety. I was aware of your weaknesses, your imperfections, and your past struggles, and I chose you regardless, not in spite of those things, but because I intend to demonstrate my strength through them. Your life narrative will resonate with someone who believes they are beyond redemption. Your life will stand as proof that my power still restores. Look around your current situation. See the individuals I have placed in your immediate vicinity. Observe the clear needs directly before you. Do not wait for a grand public forum. Your purpose is not defined by a massive platform. It is defined by obedience in both the minor and the major aspects of your life. It is about loving the person directly in front of you. It is about articulating the truth. Even if your voice trembles, I have bestowed gifts upon you. Do not conceal them. I have allocated time to you. Do not squander it. I have given you my spirit. Do not disregard his guidance. And when you feel your strength falter, remember that my grace is always sufficient for you, for my power reaches its perfection in weakness. My chosen one, listen to me closely. I am addressing reality you must not forget until it is too late. Your time on this earth is not limitless. It is not an open, endless horizon. It is finite. It is accounted for. Its end is already known to me, even though the total count of your days remains hidden from you. Precisely because you cannot know the span of your days, you must live as though every single day holds ultimate significance. When I initiated life within you, I did so with deliberate intention. I did not grant you more time than necessary, nor did I provide less. I gave you the precise duration required to accomplish the work, cultivate the relationships, experience the growth, and realize the joy I meticulously planned for you. Yet, many waste this precious gift, acting as if there will always be an additional day to begin, another year for fundamental change, another season to finally live authentically. They delay their obedience. They postpone showing love. They put off necessary rest. They defer joy, mistakenly assuming that a someday is guaranteed. But someday is not promised to you. Only today is. You perceive your time as an immense reservoir, but it is more accurately a vessel from which water is steadily pouring. You cannot arrest the flow. You cannot replenish what is gone. Every drop that has escaped is gone permanently. And yet, you spend much of your existence as if that vessel will never run dry. My child, one day your hands will reach for time, and absolutely none will remain. This is not meant to incite panic, but to awaken your spirit, for you must appreciate the immense value of your moments before you can truly live them. I am the sovereign architect who established the boundaries of your life. I predetermine the day of your birth, and the day you will return to me. The latter remains unknown to you, and that is a profound kindness. If you knew, you might succumb to fear or deliberately misuse the time preceding it. Instead, I call you to live in a way where any day could be the one you look upon my face, and you would stand without a single regret. This is why I insist. Fulfill your purpose immediately. Do not wait until you have greater wealth, more confidence, wider approval, or absolute clarity. There will always be excuses for delay if we seek them, but there is one single, definitive reason to commence. I have called you. My calling is not governed by your personal comfort or convenience. It is bound to my perfect timing. You might assume your purpose is limited to grand undertakings or highly visible achievements, but this is a misconception. Your true purpose is to walk in the design for which I created you every single day, in both major and minor aspects of your life. It involves speaking truth to a person engulfed in falsehoods. It means extending compassion where the world offers only harshness. It is about performing the work, I have given you with excellence. It is to mentor those individuals I have entrusted to your care. It is to intercede for those who do not even realize they're being held in prayer. It is to project light into the darkest corners of the world you inhabit. You are not called to a life of perpetual heaviness. Even with the urgency I convey, I am not asking you to strive so relentlessly in your purpose that you lose sight of the beauty within the life I have given you. The truth is, you honor me profoundly when you find genuine delight in my creation, when you observe the sunrise and smile, when you sit with loved ones and engage in true listening, when you laugh until your heart feels completely unburdened. These are not deviations from your calling. They are integral parts of it. I am the provider of every good gift, and I take joy when my children savor them. Far too many falsely believe they must choose between fulfilling their purpose and experiencing joy, between serving me and living fully. But the two are fundamentally inseparable. As you walk in your designated purpose, you'll find a deep, lasting joy woven throughout your efforts. This is not the superficial happiness that depends on external circumstances, but a profound joy that stems from knowing you are precisely where I intend you to be, doing exactly what I engineered you to accomplish. Do you recall the times when you felt most alive, most alert, most at peace? Those experiences were not accidental. They were clear glimpses of what it feels like to be in perfect alignment with me. When you utilize the talents I gifted you, when your spirit is attuned to my voice, and when your mind is free from the crippling chains of comparison and fear. That is the life I desire for you, not just in fleeting moments, but as a consistent rhythm. However, to embrace that life, you must relinquish the delusion that you will always have more time to begin. If you could perceive what I see, the fixed duration of your days, you would immediately charge into your purpose without a moment's hesitation. You would forgive rapidly, love unconditionally, and discard every trace of bitterness that steals your inner peace. You would not waste precious hours on fruitless disagreements or on pursuits that ultimately leave you empty. You would not stockpile temporary treasures that you cannot take with you, while neglecting the eternal treasures that endure forever. I have observed your plans for the future, and while planning is wise, I want you to inhabit the present with equally deliberate intention. Many individuals spend their entire lives preparing to live, only to discover time has expired before they ever truly started. The day to love, the day to give, the day to speak, the day to act, the day to find rest. That day is today. You must also grasp that your purpose is not solely for your own benefit. It is fundamentally for others. Every gift I place within you is intended to flow outward. If you conceal it, if you delay its expression, someone else will miss the blessing I meant for them to receive through you. That is why I address you so firmly. I see the individuals who are currently waiting for the light you carry. I see the lives that will be liberated by the words you speak, the integrity of the example you set, and the assistance you provide. And I also recognize the efforts of your adversary to persuade you that your contribution is insignificant, unnecessary, or may safely be deferred. But I tell you unequivocally, it cannot wait. Still, I want you to engage in this calling with joy, not as a burdensome obligation. When your service to me flows from sincere love, you will discover that even moments of sacrifice possess a profound sweetness, because you know they carry eternal meaning. When you walk closely with me, you will find that even amidst trials, a deep peace resides within you, because you are never truly alone. I am with you in your work, in your moments of rest, in your laughter, and in your tears. Your time is indeed finite, but this reality should not lead to dread. It means you must live with heightened awareness. It means you should open your eyes to the beauty I have already positioned along your path. Do not rush past the flowers in an effort to reach the end of the road. Do not forfeit the joy of the journey while relentlessly pursuing the final goal. Purpose is not only defined by your ultimate destination, it is defined by the quality of every step you take. I did not place you on this earth merely to endure until you see me again. I put you here to experience me within the very fabric of the life I have given you. That involves noticing my indelible mark in the mundane, feeling my profound presence in the quiet moments, discerning my gentle whisper amidst the noise, and recognizing my guiding hand in unexpected twists. You have compared your life to others and questioned if your time will be as productive, as complete, as meaningful. But you are not called to their narrative. You are called to your own. And your story has been composed with meticulous care, extraordinary detail, and unfailing love. There is no wasted segment, unless you choose to waste it by ignoring my voice. Consider this truth. Every day you live outside of your purpose is a day you can never reclaim. But every day you live within it is a day that sends ripples into eternity. When you offer encouragement in my name, that word can echo through generations. When you choose compassion over anger, you fundamentally change the atmosphere around you. When you pray with genuine faith, you initiate events you may never fully witness until eternity. This is why I urge you not only to fulfill your call, but to embrace it with overflowing joy. Joy will prevent exhaustion. Joy will continuously remind you of your true motivation. Joy will draw others to me through your life. When others observe your life, a life characterized by purpose and deep joy, they will inevitably seek to understand its source, and you will be ready to explain it. Do not succumb to the mistaken idea that joy is a selfish pursuit. It is not. Joy rooted in me serves as a powerful testimony. It is clear evidence that I am not merely the God who commands, but the God who blesses, who fills, and who delights in his creation. The existence I desire for you is one where you rise each morning with the assurance of meaningful work to do and genuine reasons to smile while doing it. Yet, I acknowledge that difficult days will come. There will be seasons when the burdens feel overwhelming and joy seems impossibly distant. But even then, you can maintain joy, not as loud, superficial laughter, but as a steady, persistent flame that refuses to be extinguished. Joy is not defined by the absence of hardship. It is defined by the unwavering presence of me, and I will never abandon you. When your time on this earth is complete, I desire for you to enter my presence with a tranquil certainty, a life fully invested. I want you to know you poured out every gift I entrusted to you, that you did not conceal your talents, that you did not withhold your affection, that you did not postpone your obedience. I want you to arrive home with your hands entirely empty, because you gave everything away. To the people I placed in your life, to the tasks I assigned you, and to the opportunities one offered you. Therefore, my beloved, live with appropriate urgency, but also with profound gratitude. Work diligently for my kingdom, but also find sheer delight in my creation. Speak my truth with boldness, but also pause and listen to laughter I send to uplift your spirit. Let your life be a beautiful fusion of purpose and joy, of selfless giving and necessary receiving, of sowing seed and intentional resting. This is not a frantic sprint to the finish line. It is a meaningful journey where every single step holds significance. If you will trust me with the course of your days, I promise to show you how to utilize them wisely. I will guide you into pivotal moments you could never have orchestrated. I will open doors you could not have forced open. I will bring people into your experience who will transform your life as deeply as you transform theirs. I will provide you with work that provides genuine fulfillment and rest that truly restores you. I will fill your resources until they overflow so that you can pour into others without ever running dry. Your time is fixed, my child, but within that finite period is room for more beauty, more love, and more profound meaning than you can possibly imagine, provided you choose to walk alongside me. So, stop waiting for a better opportunity. This is the moment. Live it entirely. Live it with me. And when the last chapter of your earthly story is concluded, it will be a story worth recounting for all eternity.